I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Okay, so I am waiting for a message from Corey. He has a suggestion or two that he wants to walk me through on this old power supply. See if we can figure out what the problem is. I'm assuming it's something on the 5-volt circuit, but what do I know? I've changed everything. Well, not everything, but so he's going to ping me at some point, and in the meanwhile, okay, here's what I've decided. See these scoops? A little wear there. I thought, okay, I'm going to fill that and stick in a Cliffy. This one is not too bad at all, so I might not need to fill that. Mitch said he uses Bondo, so I was going to get some off Kevin, and you know, there's a source for a little bit of Bondo right there if I needed. But you know, in talking with Mitch, we both kind of have the same thoughts on Cliffies for scoops. They often just kind of get dented, beat up, buckled over time, and also make the shots a little tighter and possibly reject a little more. Well, not just possibly. So what I have decided I'm going to do is actually not install the Cliffies. I'm going to touch up the areas around here, so take a look. This is what the before is. There's not going to be much touching up that needs to go on here. Let's do this. It'll be a more clear photo or video. I'll put in a black line here, and then use some primer to cover up the wood, and then touch up the cloud and the blue. Just a little bit of action there, and then freshen this edge up. And then I'm going to install what I can install, which means I'll be able to install the scoop and this plastic, and I can only go so far because I'm going to install the ramp Cliffy, just not the scoop Cliffies. And then if and when I ever sell the machine, I will offer to include them, of course, with the machine, and then the new owner can choose whether to install them or not. That will be not for a while, because I plan on hanging on to this machine for some time. I'm not sure how long, but it's awesome, and I love it. I haven't even played it for years, and I just know I'm gonna love it. So, yeah, that's the plan. So, gonna go see if Corey messaged me, see if we can fix up this power supply, and in the meanwhile, I'm going to deal with this stuff. Now that I've decided that, I can progress forward a little bit in that zone. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I was just down here working on touching up the scoops. So far, I've got my black and some white primer, and then I heard the door go off and brought down a box. I know what's in it, but you don't, so let's open it up together and see what it is that we got. Now this box came from Bigfoot 53 on Pinside. Oh my god, what the? I thought I knew what was in here, but there is more. This is friggin' cool. What do we got here? Bigfoot Woodworks. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, cool, man. Well, I was not expecting that. That is awesome. Check that out. I hope it fits, because I would love to wear this. Oh, wait. What's on the front? Anything? Or is it black on the front? Or okay, cool. Let's see. This is extra large, it looks like. Okay, well, it might be a little big on me, but that's pretty sweet and totally unexpected. Thanks, brother. What else we got here? What? Is there more? Okay, this is what I knew came in here, I believe. This is, yeah. Check this out. Like not custom made, but you know, like a remake of a Pinball Magic manual with the fold out schematics and everything. Look at that. I don't know how that was done, or if Bigfoot had anything to do with like folding up the papers and putting it together, or if the company just did that. But this is sweet because I didn't have one, and that goes with this. And Bigfoot just like totally donated this to me, like just gave it to me, because fellow Shenaniganders are awesome. I paid the shipping, which is, you know, from US to Canada. I don't know what it is, but it sure ain't cheap, but looks awesome. That's beautiful. Thank you. But there's more in the box. What is going on in here? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, cool. Oh, he was talking about this to me. This is basically, this is for Gottlieb System 1. And you know how sometimes the audio has been converted from you know, the original chimes to like that electronic sounding garbage that I had one before. It's like, oh, it's bad. Why would anybody get rid of chimes? Well, because, you know, when solid state machines came out and I had all the cool sounds, they made conversion kits to try and, you know, be cool, be up with the times. The Gottliebs wanted to be competing with the Bally's that sounded cooler, but it didn't really do a good job. So I believe this converts your electronic sounds back to chimes in a plug-and-play manner where you don't have to mess with the harness. Let's see, because the sound card problems, may want to bypass the MPU controlled soundboard and replace it with an older chime unit. Most players find this far more pleasing and consistent to the ear. Hell yes. The new chime board includes, this kit will work on all System 1 games that use the original tone board. Adapting a chime box from a Bally game, that should work. So there's some directions for that. This is like, look at this, Bigfoot's Arcade. I gotta investigate Bigfoot's Arcade a little more thoroughly, because obviously doing some woodworks, but also some electronics. So Bigfoot is a jack of many trades, it appears. So that's pretty sweet, man. Thank you. Totally unexpected. And WTF, there's more. This is, I actually like this color, fluorescent yellow. So I'm totally stoked about this. I have a League shirt that is almost identical to this color. This is so cool. And it's even got a little arm logo there too. And on the front on this one. What size is this? Because I hope I can wear it. I'm not... Oh, it's extra large. Okay. That might... Okay, I'm going to hold this to my neck. And then it kind of goes down to the end of my shorts. So I might have to see if I can like do some shrinkage on these shirts so that I can actually wear them, because that would be sweet. But yeah, man, that is totally unexpected. Thank you so much. What do we got here? Greetings, Mike. I included a few extra items, as you will see. Chime card is a prototype, but fully functional. And threw in a couple t-shirts for my woodworking hobby. When I'm not pinballing, I make segmented bowls and vases. Oh, wow. What do you know? Bruce. Okay, sweet, man. This is awesome. I love fellow Shenaniganders. You guys all rock. Thank you so much. Totally unexpected. Wow. Okay, well, manual. That was the original thing I thought was in there, with some extra goodies. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks again, Bigfoot. You rock. Back to dealing with scoops. Alright, I'm pretty content with the way that turned out. And I know I will love the way it plays much better than with Cliffies installed. So, yeah, I'm happy about this. I'm going to install the scoop. I'll do a clear coat just around the edge here. That will preserve everything. And I did the tiniest little bit of touch-ups there. You can see a little blue and a little black. So I'll add a little dab of clear coat on that too. And yeah, I like it. Alright, so I cleaned up the trough on the inside there with my fine steel wool. Soldered this wire back on. Used the quick connect connector for the ground. Oh, that needed a little bit more oomph there, so that's on there good. Dry fitting all the top side. Well, let's turn this off. Is not really great for lifting the playfield, so let's see what everything looks like, because I got the plastics installed and the sign up top installed, and now the scoop installed. So let's see what everything looks like. Alright, so this plastic's good, this sign is on, this plastic is all good. I did put on a couple Lexan washers, or PET G. One there. I should use a more attractive finger. And one here, I believe. Yes. And one here as well, because if the ball is smashing into this plastic, yeah, I guess actually, you know what? This was maybe pointless. It doesn't seem to do much, but whatever. Now this ball smashing into this target would cause this corner to crack, so it would be kind of nice to have a plastic protector in this zone, but that's what that looks like. Corey just said he's ready for action, so let's see if we can solve this power supply issue together. I'll be right back. Okay, so I talked to Corey for a little bit and we did some troubleshooting on the power supply. This is the original one. And as you can see, it is in attract mode right now. It is booted up. I do not have the display connected. So basically, just by pure fluke, while doing some testing, I pushed on the power supply and boom, it booted up. So what I did was reflowed my headers on J1 and on the bridge, I mean the regulator, to see if, you know, I did a crappy job with those items. And I installed the board and now it's booted up. But check this out. Watch the red lights. I'm going to push on the circuit board. And, you know, when I push on it, there, it's not booting up. Oh, just a matter of the way you touch it. So we determined that there's some sort of flaky connection or header or trace, and that is what we have determined. So I tried to fix that with J1 reflowing and voltage regulator, but that didn't obviously do it. So it's just a matter of finding that weak point on the power supply. So that is why I was having major headache on this. It's just so touchy. Sometimes you would think, like I moved the display once and it crashed. The fan went off and it crashed. It just, like, so many different things. Just like a solenoid might fire and it would crash, but that's all it takes for it to reset, is that. So, oh, now it's, so I gotta find out what it is, but at least we know what the issue is now. But that's why I was banging my head for so long. Just depends on, you know, how the power supply feels. There. Just touch it and it'll boot up. Let go. Voila. We gotta figure that out now. Okay, so I think I might send my board back to my board repair guy so he can figure out that issue, and then I can deal with other stuff with no power supply and no ramp Cliffy. I'm kind of at a bit of a standstill topside, so I think I might get into this disaster here. I don't really want to get too crazy. I'm just going to do a once over because I still have a couple mechs I want to rebuild, a couple I haven't done yet, and then the flippers. But I have all new flipper assemblies coming, so that won't really muck up the cabinet at all. But it's time to get organized. Look, my chair's clean. This chair's clean. That's what I want to do. Get this table. I'm done with this table. I can use night moves for whatever's remaining. And then this table here, it's pretty much clean again. This is just, for the most part, Whirlwind stuff. And this is my Comet flipper board. I haven't really filmed anything about Comet yet, but tested it out. For the most part, it's working. This is the machine in the living room. I don't have any flipper action, so this is the flipper board, and I've got AC coming in, but then it dies by the time it's supposed to be going out, so actually I think AC goes in here. But anyway, the bridge tests fine, the fuse tests fine, all the traces test fine, so I'm not really sure. Maybe this capacitor. Was that possible? Anyway, so that's what's going on there. Black hole. Time to get back to you. And then I've been a little bit working on CSI, because sometimes when the ball hits this fish paper here, let's zoom in, it triggers the opto, and I'm not exactly sure how to resolve that yet. I've removed this whole centrifuge plastic. The optos are mounted to the plastic itself. Not sure I love that idea. So I've been working on that. I made a post in Pinside, but in the CSI group. No replies yet, but there isn't a whole lot of CSIs out there, and who knows how many people have experienced the same issue, but it looks like kind of almost bad design, this being like so close to the ball's path. So that I've been working on a little bit, and yeah, just getting organized. I got if all still goes according to plan, fellow Shenanigander coming Saturday for TX Sector, so it would be nice to have a little more organization and cleanliness in this disaster of an area. So I'm going to clean up the cabinet, clean up the games room, and I'll just do that for now. Alright, that looks a lot better, eh? I'm happy with that. Remember I changed the power switch because it just was not correct. It was the wrong one, and the red little thing didn't fit over top. Now it just all is pieced together. Everything is better. Cleaned the tilt ring and the top of there and the top of there and the top of there, just everywhere where crud gets. Cleaned some of the brackets a little better. Clips, wire clips. The speaker, transformer. My cart is falling apart. This is come off. I gotta rig that back on there. So yeah, I'm happy with that. What I'm not happy with is this. Can you see? Now, question is, how the heck am I going to access that? It ain't going to be easy. I might have to tilt the playfield down like, just like this. Prop it up with a, maybe the prop rod might be high enough, but it's awkward. I need it to be at just the right height to reach in there, all the way to the back. But yeah, so you can see the before and after basically from that shot. So this wasn't as bad as I thought. So yeah, that's done. Okay, definitely a little awkward to get in back there, but I think that's going to be sufficient. I'm going to be happy with that. It'll dry and it'll be good. I'm happy with that. Yay. Okay, it's getting late. I basically just kind of cleaned up everything. Did I show you I put my table away? Holy dust, I just swept. You can see the dust flying like crazy. Yeah, so it's not a complete disaster. I just got my glass off a CSI. Other than that, and Whirlwind in the middle of the aisle, everything is good to go. I do have to fix one of these. There's 2 switches in Pinball Magic there. In terms of to-do list in the collection, that's about it. There's that. Finish Whirlwind one day. Hurricane probably going Saturday as well. CSI, I gotta fix that centrifuge, switch. Johnny's good. I do want to loop my glove rod where it slides across. I got that on my list. Night moves is good. I do got to check on the battery for that. And my tag team in the back corner. I'm kind of ignoring black holes. But I will get back to you, I promise. Yeah, so table's pretty much cleaned up. So that's all I'm going to do for tonight. I am good. I sorted out and cleaned up the coin box as well. Washed it, and I got my operator's handbook, but I don't got a manual. Now that the bottom's dried, I can see a little bit of staining. I might take some sandpaper to that at some point, but not tonight. So that's about it for now. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.